Hey everybody, welcome to the real United States. And no, I have not gone nuts and flown across to Greece. We are in fact standing in front of a full-scale replica of the Parthenon. Now, I learned about this a number of years ago, and I thought it was something that had been built in my lifetime, but as it turns out, it is not. It has been here for a very long time. We are in downtown Nashville, Tennessee, in Centennial Park. And this replica of the Parthenon was actually built in 1897 for the centennial of the city of Nashville. Now at the time, it was built with the intent of being a temporary structure. So it was built from wood and brick and plaster. And over the course of the next 20 years, it deteriorated. Well, it was such a popular thing with the residents of Nashville and with visitors from around the country and around the world that the decision was made to actually rebuild it out of concrete. So starting in 1920, the project was funded and the foundations were set. It was all start to rebuild it out of concrete, and by 1925 the exterior was complete. Now it took until 1931 for the interior to be complete. It was a very long project. But now it stands here today as a relatively permanent feature in the heart of the country music capital of the world. It seems sort of a disconnect between ancient Greek architecture rather, and country music in the heartland of the United States. But here she sits in all her magnificent glory, and it is a full-scale replica. I understand it is the only full-scale replica of the Parthenon in the world. Great care was taken to make it as archaeologically, I guess, accurate to the original as possible. 1990, a new statue was placed in the inside, also a replica from the original Parthenon, and is a 42-foot tall statue of Athena. This is another sculpture by local artist Alan LeQuire, and it was commissioned by the city of Nashville. And it took him from just after he graduated from graduate school in 1982 until 1990 to complete this massive, massive sculpture. A great deal of detail was taken to replicate all of the fine detail sculptures when this was done originally in 1897 around the outside. Bev, you want to go ahead and pan in there a little bit, or zoom in there rather. All of these figures which you see in the arch, the gable end of the Parthenon here, actually are replicas from the original. And a great deal of time and effort was spent to replicate these as close as possible. Now, Nashville has a moniker as the Athens of the South, and that's been that for a very long time. So this is what influenced the choice of the Parthenon as this huge sculpture, essentially, that they built for the centennial of the city in 1897. So that's why this was chosen, because of the fact that Nashville is known as the Athens of the South. I'm not entirely certain why, but that supposedly is what it's called. Now today, the Parthenon here in Nashville serves as an art museum. There are two levels, an upper and lower level, and the art museum is on the lower level. There's a $6 admission right now as of this filming, $6 US, to get in and see the museum. And they don't allow any photography or videography in the museum. However, in the upper level where the statue of Athena is, they do allow photography and videography up there. So that's kind of nice, but $6 is very reasonable to come in and be able to see the art museum here. So if you're in Nashville, that would be something that you might want to take time to do, because it's a beautiful park, and it is a huge park. It's like 132 acres. It is a gargantuous park with a lot of other features. Very pleasant place. Now we tried to get in here yesterday and it was actually packed, but this morning, it's Sunday morning, and it's very, very peaceful. A few people walking around, taking photographs, enjoying each other's company, so that's kind of nice. But this is really something I never thought I'd get to see. I didn't think I'd ever get time to get into Nashville and take time to see this, so it's a beautiful, beautiful structure. And you can see up on the corners all the detail of the griffins standing guard on the roof, and all of the detail And it's full scale, folks. I mean, I'm standing quite a ways from it so that we can get the whole building in the shot, but it is a ginormous building, much bigger even than the Lincoln Monument, Lincoln Memorial or downtown Washington, D.C., if you've ever been there. So this is a huge, huge structure. So I'd like to thank you for joining us here on The Real United States. I hope you've enjoyed your visit to Nashville, Tennessee, to the Parthenon, this is Centennial Park. Hey, if you got questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below, or if you just want to say hi, whatever, leave us a note. We love hearing from everybody. If you haven't already, hey, and you're new here, please pick subscribe, come along through the adventure. We got lots more to show you. And as always, thank you for watching.